If you have been searching whether the Northern Virginia housing market is about to crash in 2026, I want to give you the most honest, data-backed answer you're going to find from any local agent. No hype, no fear, no sales pitch, just what the numbers actually say. I'm Ivan with the Rakela Group. I grew up right here in Northern Virginia, and this is a market I've been watching my entire life. So let's go ahead and get into it. So why is everyone suddenly asking about a crash? Here's the honest context. After 2 years of the most aggressive price increases this market has ever seen, things have slowed down. Inventory is up significantly, in some counties by 40 to 68% compared to last year. Homes are sitting longer, buyers are more selective, and people are understandably asking, is this the beginning of a crash, or is this something else? Now here's what I tell every single client who asks me this. What you are seeing is not a crash, it's called a recalibration, and there is a very big difference between the two. Let me show you what the data actually says for all of Northern Virginia. In Fairfax County, the median home price right now is approximately $755,000. Homes are selling in about 17 days on average, going for 101% of what their asking price is. That's not a crashing market. Loudoun County, median price of around $810,000, up 8% year over year. Loudoun is still one of the most competitive suburban markets in the entire Mid-Atlantic region. You have data centers, Amazon HQ2 spillover, top-rated schools. The structural demand drivers here do not disappear when the mortgage rates tick up. Prince William County, the median is around $550,000. Your inventory is up nearly 68%. Homes are taking a little longer to sell, but prices are still 3 to 4% year over year, and that's not a crash. That is a buyer finally having choice again. The Northern Virginia Association of Realtors used one word to describe this market for 2026, and that's balance. Now here's what most people watching national real estate news miss about Northern Virginia. This market has structural foundations that most markets in the country just don't have. First, federal government employment. Nova is home to one of the largest concentrations of federal employees and defense contractors in the entire world. These people don't lose their jobs in a recession the way private sector workers do. Second, you have Amazon HQ2. Amazon is building out their second headquarters in Arlington. That is 25,000 high-salary tech jobs flowing into this region by 2030. That's also just not slowing down. Third, the data center corridor. Loudoun County alone processes approximately 70% of the world's internet traffic. That industry generates billions in local tax revenue. It funds the school systems. It keeps Loudoun's property taxes amongst the most competitive in the entire region. Fourth, the school systems. Loudoun and Fairfax rank among the best in Virginia. Families don't stop wanting to buy into top school districts just because of a mortgage rate at 6.5%. They might stretch, they wait, but they do not walk away. If you have been sitting on the sidelines waiting for prices to drop dramatically, I want to be completely honest with you. That's probably not the scenario you're going to see here. What you are going to see though, more inventory than we have had in years, less competition at the offer table, builders offering incentives we have not seen in 5 years. In Prince William County right now, buyers have more leverage than they have had in a long time. New construction builders across Loudoun and Prince William have completed spec homes that are just sitting right now. They have rate buydowns, closing cost credits, free upgrades. That's where the real buyer opportunity is. So get a pre-approval. Get educated on the specific community you are targeting. The buyers who are winning right now are the ones who are prepared, not the ones waiting for a crash that the data does not support. Now this next part is important because I think a lot of Nova homeowners are getting the wrong message from national real estate news. If you bought in this area any time in the last 5 to 7 years, you have significant equity in the house. Even with the market normalizing, prices are still up meaningfully from 2019 and 2020. Now the sellers who are struggling right now, they are pricing on a 2022 peak and are expecting 2021 speed. The sellers succeeding right now, pricing accurately, presenting well. The spring market in Northern Virginia historically kicks off in late February and early March. That's right now. If you have been thinking about selling, you are sitting on one of the better windows we have had ever. If you want to know what your specific home is worth, not what Zillow says, send me a comment, a message, something with the word value. I'll put together a real analysis for you. No cost, no obligation. So to answer the question directly, is the Northern Virginia housing market going to crash in 2026? Based on everything the data shows, the employment base, the economic drivers, the school systems, the federal government presence, and the actual transaction numbers right now, no. This is a market recalibrating to something more normal after years of an abnormal frenzy. That's actually healthy. Buyers have had options and leverage than they have had in years. Sellers need to price accurately and present well. Both sides need a local expert who knows these counties at a micro market level. Again, I'm Ivan Rakela with the Rakela Group. I cover Fairfax, Loudoun, Prince William, anything in Northern Virginia. So hit subscribe for weekly Nova market updates. Drop your biggest real estate questions in the comments. And if you want to talk about your specific situation, there's a link to book a free call in the description. And I'll go ahead and see you in the next one.